Let's go, she says.
So this is Real Wick, and this is James, the hobo traveler. I'm out here bumming it again on the beach.
And I'm Real Wick wicking it out here on the beach with James. So, what's this video gonna be about, bro?
I don't know, well, since this is one of our first videos, we want to talk about what it's actually been like living in the DR for the last few years. We've known each other for about 4 years. We've been some crazy fucking stories. I'm talking about chasing girls together, getting money, staying out of trouble, some serious trouble. I remember one time I was riding a bike and I got into a bike accident here. Mm-hmm. So, there's so many things we can talk about living in this country. I actually had a bike, a motorcycle on top of me. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know that story.
You don't even know that story? Oh, damn.
So let's
talk about
that's for story time.
That's for story time?
Let's talk about living here. Like expenses, what to expect as far as like living here.
So living here, you can find apartments that are pretty decent for like $200 a month. 3-bedroom apartments, but that'll be someplace in like Puerto Plata or Santiago. You can find these on Corotos. Now, one thing is always search with the Dominican search. Not necessarily saying that you'll be in a Dominican neighborhood, but the Dominicans are going to pay Dominican prices and the Americans are going to pay the gringo price. So always try to go through a Dominican that you can trust, or a real estate website that's used for Dominicans, because Dominicans are not going for that inflated 20%, 40%, 50% markup. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. So I agree with you wholeheartedly with what you said about apartments. I know one concern is like for someone living here, you're gonna want to have a cell phone and you want cell phone service. So what are your recommendations as far as that?
So you have 3 main carriers. You have Viva, which is like a Metro PCS. It'll work. It has some pretty good unlimited internet, right?
Yeah, Viva. I had it before.
You have Altice, which is kind of like an AT&T, and you have Claro, which is like a Verizon. Mm-hmm. Claro really works. Mm-hmm. Now, one thing I'll say is internet for your phone can be expensive, but for your house is pretty inexpensive. Claro, you can get a chip, which is a recarga, and each time you want to use minutes or internet, you can pay by the week, and you don't have a contract. Or you can get like a postpaid, and you can get unlimited internet, faster speeds, more minutes. But I would suggest Altice, because Altice is the only one that has unlimited. Like Claro's unlimited is like, yeah, you get 3G, and you can't like use it anywhere. For the packet that you get is blazing fast. But once you run out of that, that's it.
Deal.
Altice, like it's still pretty good. Like I use Altice, I've been using it for years. I use it in the States.
Yeah, in the States. I got Altice too.
Yeah, when I use Altice in the States, like it clicks over to either T-Mobile or AT&T. Works perfectly fine. 4G speeds. I'm from Florida, so I take my Altice to Florida.
There's
and
also
I use
that mobile hotspot thing that you can carry around.
The mobile hotspot, it's good. It's really good, but the problem is you want to get one that's unlimited. So the unlimited speeds are only go up to 5 megabits per second, but it's unlimited. Like it's true unlimited. There's other ones that can go up to like 30, 40, but once you hit that cap, you either have to pay again or wait until like your next billing cycle. But either way, like it's still really cheap. You're not gonna be paying over 1,000 pesos, more than $20. Even with Viva, I know it's like $150 a month for unlimited internet. So not $150, but 150 pesos a week for unlimited internet. It's like $3. $3 for unlimited internet for a week. That's pretty good. So don't be paying like $40, $50. Well, you can pay $3 for unlimited internet a week. That's really, really damn good. Some other questions?
Maybe like groceries? Want to touch on groceries? Grocery shopping?
So if you're in a tourist area, groceries are going to be really expensive. Really fucking expensive. And the quality really isn't as good in the actual grocery store. If you're in an area like Santiago or Santo Domingo, if you're in an area like Santiago or Santo Domingo, you get a lot of imported food. Mm-hmm. It's better quality and it's much cheaper. So if you plan on living here long term and want cheap groceries that are really good quality, fresh, I would suggest Santiago, Santo Domingo. Puerto Plata has been getting a little bit better with its quality of food, but the tourist areas are horrible grocery stores. I wouldn't say really bad, but the prices are really not good.
Would you say the beef is better imported? Because the beef here is weird.
Oh
Strange
yeah,
to
the
me.
beef is terrible in like I don't like beef in like tourist areas like Sosua and especially not Cabarete. But Puerto Plata is better because they have the imported USDA grade beef. Santiago, Santo Domingo, all those places have like imported beef that tastes just like it's from the States. Now, but Dominican beef, some people eat it, but I, as a person that loves hamburgers, I do not cook hamburgers with it. You might be able to cook a little bit of like, bolognese or, something like that, but I wouldn't recommend it for hamburgers. No matter how much you season it, it's not gonna taste like a good hamburger. But you can cook it with other stuff.
So far we've covered apartments, groceries, internet as far as phone internet service, home internet. I personally use the Lancer. What other home internets are there?
So you have Claro. So one thing about the Lancer, it's used in the tourist towns in Sosua and Cabarete. It's really expensive. I mean, it's really expensive. But if your area only covers the Lancer, then it's pretty much your default go-to. But I would say Claro and Altice for the home is 1/3 of the price. It's more reliable and it's a lot faster. You can get 100 megabits per second with Claro or Altice. You can actually get up to 300 megabits per second with both Claro and Altice, but not in Sosua and not in Cabarete. You'd have to go to Puerto Plata, Santiago, or Santo Domingo. Like I said, a lot of the big cities where they have more infrastructure, that's where you would be going for better quality stuff. People typically go to like the tourist areas in order to relax, have fun, have a vacation. But if you're thinking about living here, then a lot of people migrate out of the tourist areas. The only people that I see stay in the tourist areas are usually like the older folks, because they don't want too much maintenance. They just want to set it, forget it. I come to the VR, convenient. I use my pension. I love it. I go kite surfing or casino or whatever. But other people that are younger that live in the DR, 20s, 30s, and 40s, they're usually staying in like a Santiago, Puerto Plata, where they can actually interact with the real culture of the people.
How many minutes we in? ¿Cuántos minutos, Lau? ¿Cuántos minutos?
7.
That's good.
Yeah, first time, first video.